We're about to go through a simple process to help you catch more fish using your forward-facing sonar. We have on-the-water action of me explaining the process, what I look for, what I go through, and to help you guys out, because this process will work on many, many lakes throughout the country as I've done it during my on-the-water lessons. Guys, let's get into it. Welcome to the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Jimmy Eastland, go by Coachy. Before we go to the on-the-water action, I'm going to talk about the process just a little bit, okay? And the baits mainly, okay? Because the process, I'm going to explain while I'm on the water, and you're going to see my forward-facing footage. You're going to see some fish catches, and you're going to see me not catch fish as well. But guys, the baits, today I'm using a jig head minnow, and a lot of people want to learn it. But this process, as I use it through the summer, like I'm fishing areas today, if the fish would set up similar to what today, I might be throwing some different baits. So just so you know, I love the minnow. I throw it a lot. It's on my deck year round, and I've done a lot of my lessons. I mean, I've fished with this thing so much and taught so many people how to catch fish with it. But just to let you know, the baits kind of depend on the scenario, the situation today. I'm using the minnow today just for the teaching process. But as I get into summer, I'm getting my hair jig back out, my big plug, big worm as well, guys. And I'm gonna throw this, and I got other baits on. Like I could throw an Alabama rig and a jerk bait today, but I'm just not. Okay, guys, so just talk about the baits a lot. Now let's go get into the action. That's a good one. We're gonna go through the whole process how I just got this one to bite. That's a good one. There's a bunch down there too. Oh yeah, there we go. What a way to start this day. I need to back her off. It's a 3-pound fish. Back it off, back it off. Let's go through the process, guys, of how I caught this one here, okay? Process with the live scope, a little jig head minnow action. I'm gonna do a little uncut here, a little teaching part for you guys. Let me back off real quick. I need to get my live scope footage for you too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go through the process real quick. I'm gonna show the drone stuff too, though. But what I did, guys. Okay, so right here we're in the main part of the lake. Okay, and ran up the lake today, looking at the water clarity map from the deep dive app. By the way, because I really did use that. I wanted to kind of find some cleaner water. I'm also breaking in my new motor. Okay, like I said, I'm breaking in my new motor. I'm going through the whole process for you guys for this uncut. So guys, came up here. I graphed the whole mouth of this thing to the mid-half, never found bait. I then dropped my trolling motor at the middle part of the creek and looked around there for 5 to 10 minutes. I didn't find bait though, okay? So remember, the whole thing is you always hear about finding bait, but did not find any bait. And so then I knew this creek comes off of this into this bay back here. This is the main deal. We have a main point. I've already graphed this, and I've fished this a lot before, but I've graphed it. I know there's some brush. There's a big flat up there up away. And so then I put the trolling motor down and just kind of started going around. And right now we have current also going. So we have current going. That's something else right there with the app. And so I know all these are in factor. And so I know these fish could be tight to cover. And that's what, like right now, they were tight to that brush pile. And there's other fish up here too. Let's see if I can get back on this brush pile. And like right here, there's a little rock spot down there. And some of these fish had been like that one came out there and ate real well, and there was others. But I think there's a lot of different fish here. This is that quarter head. That's that quarter head. See if I can get this guy down there. I threw a half down there on some of these fish, and I had some that kind of reacted like bass and came up. But like I said, they could be, they could be walleye and stuff too. Them walleye like to get tight to the bottom. So where'd my little dude go? So then I put this quarter on. I threw it up there with that brush, and that one came out. But that's part of the process is I did not find bait fish, and I was in the actual creek. So then after that, okay, after the creek, what I was in, so I'm just shaking that minnow right there above them fish. And like I said, they're not really as interested. I mean, they're kind of, hopefully Johnny I just caught didn't go back there and tell him. So there's some more up there. You see them kind of over there. You see all those right there, guys, on the bottom right there? Like I said, those could be like I said, I like to look for fish on the bottom, as we're about to talk about too, but those could also be, like I said, other species that's in this lake also, because they're pretty big size, and there's big ones in this lake. So But guys, back to there's no bait fish. So I came up here to the structure, which is a main lake point that has the channel coming off of it. And like I said, there's another drain that goes this bay up here, all right? Then, so I came to the point, which is the structure, and there's cover here, there's rock. You're looking at the point up there, and there's rock on the point, so the rock comes out here. And then also, there's some brush here. And, you know, this is a lake with docks, so there could be other stuff in here as well, okay? But this is just kind of like the process, and I caught that fish. I mean, I hadn't fished, and I hadn't, like, made many casts, but, and it don't always work that way. Like I said, where are those guys at? Those guys are down there. Let's see how those guys act. See how those guys act. I'm throwing a smaller 3-inch bait right now. This is a 1/4 head. Like I said, I threw that half at some of these earlier. And anyway, but I really like how I'm fishing 35 foot. I've been fishing like 60 to 70 Washita on some kind of, this is kind of nicer today. I'm just doing that lighter head to keep it down there a little longer, since they are kind of more on the bottom right now. So like in the cover. And so that heavier head gets on them quick, but like after I saw how they kind of weren't moving, because that water is cold, it's like those dudes ain't really coming out, so they might not be bass. Oh, there goes one. Let's see what you're gonna do. You gonna eat it or not? Come on, dude, come get it. Come get it. He's not gonna eat. If that's a bass, it's a big one. Golly. I don't get discouraged, guys. Now, hey, guess what? I could throw a jig down there and try to catch it. Yes, I can, and I might here in a minute. Man, that's a good fish. Yeah, like I said, you know, that, like I said, I know walleye are in this lake, and I say walleye because I caught some walleye here a long time ago. But anyway, that's a bass. That's like a 5-pounder. But let's go back up here. Where's that brush? See, look like here's that brush. There's some fish up there. We need to throw up there and see what they do. There's some up there on that ledge. This is my shorter rod and lighter head, so I can't throw it as far, I don't think. There, let's see. All right. Now, like right now, you see my dude falling down there at 90 feet. Need to turn my gain up a little bit. We don't see it right now, but I know it's there, so I'm just gonna work it. I'm gonna work it. I'm watching the bottom to see if anything wants to come off. Where's he at? Uh-oh, is that one interested? We see that dude. I don't know where it's at right now, but I'm just working it. Working it, no, it's there. Where is it? Oh, there's one out there. There it is. I found it. Come on. There's one chasing it there off the bottom. Come get it, dude. See, that other one just came up there and smoked it. Now, guys, what you just saw there, too, it's not always about the suspended fish. Are you going to do it? No. Are you going to do it? Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's not always about the suspended fish. Now, these guys might eat a little later, or we might just go throw something else, or you might go eat. Come on. Oh, look at all those guys. Look at all those guys. If you just want to eat, maybe not. They're not gonna eat. We're gonna come back here and throw a jig at you. Okay, guys, so once again, this right here is just, wasn't even the brush pile. The brush pile here that one came out of. Come on, dudes, back it up. So guys, so right there, let's just back it up. This is a deal now where I would come back later. Okay, I'd come back later. I might come back here later. I might come back later. I'm breaking in my motor today, but I'm doing this little video in different parts of the lake. I like to find some bait fish for you guys. I like to find this, like to just show you guys this right here. You gonna get it? Yep. Came back here to the brush pile after we pulled them out with the jig. Pulled some good ones out. That's a bigger one than the first one. That's a bigger one than the first one. That's a bigger one than the first one. Come here, Bubba. Come here. I'm gonna let you go. Thick old pre-spawner. Thick old pre-spawner. Back up, back up, back up. So guys, I threw the jig at it, swam a jig over it. They just didn't come out as much, and then I didn't even make the same cast. Man, we could put a bag together right here, guys. We could put a bag together. Together. Guys, you gotta see the process and catch some fish and uncut. And I need to go find. Really quick, guys, I'm gonna share with you something new. Me and Johnny Schultz with Fish the Moment has made, and it is our forward-facing sonar map breakdowns. I'm actually today about to talk about this map breakdown as I'm out here on the water on Lake Hamilton today. But what this map breakdown is 40 GPS points. If I was to go to a lake and I was going to use my forward-facing sonar, scoping as it's called, to go out and target bass, this is going to be the waypoints and the areas where I would start at. But guys, how I'm about to explain it here in the upcoming video, it's a guide. It's a guide to help you also out pick other areas, because these areas might not always have the bait fish there, or might not always have the fish, but it's a guide to what to go look for. As I used it today on the water, guys, I'm going to put the information down below in the description. Go check them out at fishthemoment.com. Okay guys, here we are now. Now I'm up here. I went up in another major creek here, and I'm in the channel right now, and there's bait. But I'm going to show you my 2D sonar and down imaging. There's stripers. I've seen a lot of stripers, so that's not really a good sign. But I'm going to go up here still since I've seen the bait, and I've seen the stripers in the creek. And this water's more dingier, as you're seeing. So I would think they'd be more high. And what I'm going to do is go up here to this flat that's up here, this offshore flat. And I'm gonna see the cover that's up there. I'm gonna see if there's bass relating to that, since they're maybe not out here competing with the stripers. Now that one there, that's a loner. That dude, let's see if we can put him on him. He might be a guy. Let's see. Now in this dingier water, you typically might have to put it on them a little bit better. Where those fish up there, we're seeing it good, you know. So here I am, and this is actually. Yep, he either didn't see it or he's not a bass. I'm gonna drop it down there. This is a heavier head. I'm gonna drop it down there and see if I get that dude's attention way down there to see what he is. Nope. I should probably have my thing a little deeper for you guys so you can see everything. But I will say, gosh, there's a lot of fish out here. We should probably have a striper powwow. I mean, we're doing, my goodness. So what I would say, guys, is this is actually an area on the map, on the waypoints, the forward-facing waypoints that me and Johnny Schultz Fish the Moment made. This is an area, I mean, I've caught them here and done this plenty of times, but like I said, there's days you gotta fish conditions, and that's why I went and did that other one, just to show you guys how you can use this as a tool, as a guide to go to other areas on the lake and use your live scope, your forward-facing sonar of choice that you have to target and catch fish, be effective. That's a terrible cast. I was trying to get that one down there on the bottom. Well, he is looking a little striperish now. As crazy as those bigger ones are right there, I'm not gonna do that. I just know those are not bass. That one up there could be though, but what I'm gonna do up there, I do not want to throw a half-ounce head at that guy. If I was in a tournament, I would so not, but let's just for right now. There's times they're really eating, they'll eat that half-ounce that high, but I really, let's see. See, it could be a crappie, how that dude's just stationed there. Oop, did you see up there though on the bottom? I see some up there on the bottom. Yeah, there's some up there on the bottom. Be real cool if those were the right ones. Be real cool. See them up there, guys? Yeah, that could be drum or catfish too though, but let's oh man, bad cast. So now we're coming up on the tip of that point. Like I said, them bottom fish at times, when you can barely see them, you don't know until you put that lure up there above them. and then how they come and react. Yeah, see, they didn't. Now there's some, there's seals up there. They're at 40, 50. Those are big though, man. They're not, I mean, they're not moving. I should probably be throwing an Alabama rig. Just cause it's bigger, has some flash with the sun. Fish might can see it. Water's dingy. Water is dingy. Now guys, I'm not gonna stay here too long. Man, this flat comes off here, it's pretty big. Okay, it is pretty big. So I mean, I might not stay here too long, you know, but this is a scenario, like I said, we found the bait, and you know, like, as I'm just trying to show you guys for the teaching of it. Been real cool if those fish are out there in the bait eating, and it's different on each lake. And like on this lake, it's happening somewhere, but like this water is just kind of, you know, the watercolors factor. It's happening in the stained water too. But let's go up here these brush piles. You see this? Let's put this heady head up. Fired. I really don't want to throw smalls though. Let's throw you. This is still. Probably just throw a jig in there. Here we go. Let's see. I know, guys, you might not see my lure there. Like I said, the water, there's just a lot going on. We had the current moving today. It's dirty right here. And at times, I know I'm in the strike zone, but I'm still looking other spots, okay? Like, I'm not always watching this. Like, I know I'm in it. I know what this thing's doing. That's just, you know, I don't always, I mean, it's good to watch and see how the fish react in certain scenarios. Like right now, since I'm in search mode, I'm still more of just like, hey, we're gonna use this to see what's kind of happening. Now, if we went today and catch some stripers today, I mean, let's see if they're gonna act. Because I think right now the fish aren't eating. Like, they ate good this morning on that first spot, and then I went and fished something else. And so we managed to find my deal. There's so much stuff around, and they just didn't. The other place, they didn't really act like they're in that feeding mode. They're kind of acting like, hey, we had breakfast, we had the buffet, we're gonna chill. Okay, we're just gonna chill and relax. Oh, I wish I would have threw you just 10 more feet farther at that other fish. Some of these could be drum out here too. Like I said, we're really, in this scenario, need to go, but let's just go. Put that dude right there on him. He's like, no. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here, guys. Too much trash fish. So you got a good scenario for the trash fish. There's some giants right there. Oh, see what that guy's real quick. We're a little deeper here. I'd literally first cast. Come on, get to him, get to him, get to him. Half ounce head. Look at all that bait. We found the mother load of bait. A little bit better water. He sees it. Are you gonna eat it? I don't think that's the right one, guys. Nope, he didn't eat it. That's a striper. Pretty sure it's a striper, yep. All right, guys, so here we moved to another creek. Water's a little cleaner in here a little bit. It's cleaner back out there. But I came in here, man, there's bait everywhere. So we're just gonna check it out real quick. We're just right down the creek. Up here's a hump. Behind me were points, and I thought I saw some fish on the points on the bottom. My 2D, so I might kind of head over there, but just kind of give y'all another example here. So first, like I said, I see all the bait. I'm out here gonna see if there's fish on the bait. And there's gonna be times you're gonna see them. There's gonna be areas that you're gonna see them. And you know, depending on your lake too, that's where it's always different. If you have hybrids, the stripers, you know, like, it's cool to go to places where that stuff's not. It's also cool when you see that dude real high like that. Grab the light head. Let's see, grab the light head. It'd be really nice. In a perfect scenario, those up high would be the right species. But how that dude, I think that's a, I don't think that's the right, I mean, one right now. Where's my stuff? There you go. Where'd he go? Yeah. That might not have been the right one. Might not have been the right one. I just didn't like how that dude was swimming and looking. So, kind of coming up on that hump. I'm gonna keep this light head ready for those ones that are higher in the column. When the water's more dingier though, so you gotta kind of get on them and let them see it. Or when they're, you know, that's one thing about when they're deep like this. Make this thing just a little deeper, I guess. Why not? Now here we are, back to fishing deep water, Jimmy. I liked up there where it's so shallower. We're gonna fish some more shallower today. Like I said, we're just here. Like I said, this is just a learning. Like I said, I'm gonna go through here quick and look. And like you see now, down there, under those groups could be yellows. There's a dude right there. Y'all are seeing coming out of that bait. Don't look too big. I mean, that might be the right one. I'm kind of got used to fishing that shallower stuff. You just need to kind of remember those dots, how they look. There's up here's another ridge off this point too, so I'm going to be going through here. Now everybody, one thing guys talk about too, like I'm using a 12-0-80. This is an 80, okay? And I'm not having lithium batteries, I'm using gel. But if you have a 36-volt trolling motor, you're going to be moving around quicker. And sometimes, and I like that, like for searching, but when I kind of get on them, you know, I fish more effectively, I feel like, with this one. But anyway, I do like that 36-volt. Depending on your boat, aluminum boat, you might be going a little faster, you know, but you kind of get on, you got to watch. What's that dude doing? What's that guy doing? Oh, there's another one. See, I still just think, still just don't know. I don't know. He didn't see it or didn't care for it. See, it's crazy, them stripers. You just think a striper's always like gonna eat. Those dudes don't always eat. Dudes just hang around like, I mean, they eat when they eat, but like, they're not just, you throw them every time, you know. I like how that one looks. Come on, get this thing over him. And I bet these fish here have been thrown at. Look at that dude, he didn't even like care. He's like, I have seen that minnow. I have seen it, I've been caught. I'm not doing that again. Not doing that again. How about the spot I went to? I hadn't fished in a long time. I caught him off the bat. Oh, let's get those two real high. Oh, where'd it go? I didn't care. That dude didn't see it either. I don't like when they're just sitting still. All right, well, now you kind of see them. Okay, so there's all the bait, no fish. Now we're kind of coming up here, and you see up there on that side of that ridge, looks like there could be some fish. There's gonna be brush and stuff as well, and just lay downs and trash from just kind of going through here. Oh, let's see. I see that one coming. Where's that one? Ooh, what's he doing up there? Let's see if he's gonna make it happen. Nope. I'm gonna drop it down here on this guy. Drop it on this. Guys, just a reminder, I've not been on this lake in 3 weeks. This is my first time out here in 3 weeks, if you're still watching. Man, we've caught a lot of fish right around this area. Lots changed though. That one's swimming like a bass. Yep, all right. Guys, appreciate you watching the video today. Let me know what you think, okay? The baits I was using a little prototype core tackle jig head here. I had the Strike King Baby Z2 on as well with the 1/2 ounce head. I caught some of those fish early with the 1/4 size head. It's up there using my Level NGX 7.1 medium light. I have a 610 light up here as well. I'm using the Xing Goro braided line, 10-pound line, and I'm using 12-pound fluorocarbon test. Okay, guys. So that was my gear that I was using there. And let me know what you think about the video. I like these uncuts. It seems like I've had some people request the uncuts, and they're getting pretty good views. But guys, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm pulling up here to this dock, and there's a geese right there. I mean, they're right there. Look. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm about to have to get the Cholo motor. Appreciate you guys. Let's go to the Faith Juice segment. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Faith Juice part of the episode. I had one filmed for this video already, but I couldn't find it through all my recordings and stuff. I deleted it by accident, so I'm doing one on the fly real quick. I've had this video ready for a while, but I was we're waiting for some stuff to get done with Fish the Moment, and excited about it. But let's talk about it real quick. I did a Faith Juice the other day on prayer, okay? And today at church, the sermon that our pastor shared on was on prayer, and it was really good. Kind of gave me a little different outlook, though, kind of something that I've not really, I say almost do sometimes, or I kind of do, because anyway, let me just talk about it, though. But the main part of the message was, you cannot ask enough. You cannot pray and ask enough, and God wants us to pray and ask. And I've always been the guy that kind of, you know, when you're prayer, give thanks, you know, and be thankful for what you have. And it's always kind of hard to ask, but he does want us to ask, and he knows what our needs are, and that's part of it at times, is going to him for that. And then to be patient, okay? So, and also to be patient, okay? And the God always knows what we need and our wants. Kind of, you know, said even our wants and our needs are different, but there are times where we need to drop our pride and ask, okay? So that was just what the message was, and it was kind of just, you know, just a little interesting. So there's not a big enough ask out there for him. And so just if there's something there, you know, that's just what I want to share with you guys. Kind of said the message today was really, really good. And guys, I also, my hands from the camera. Also, I just want to say, guys, thank y'all. The guys that I meet at the boat ramp, gas stations, restaurants, it's been pretty humble to meet so many people lately. And I was even at the boat show last week for just a little bit of time, and just had people come up to me and just say, hey, man, I appreciate your videos. Hey, you do a good job. And I've had people mention Faith Juice to me. So it means a lot. Thank you, guys. And I'm always there. Like, if I'm having a bad day or a bad moment, I try to drop all that and act like, you know, like I want to visit with you guys. So I do. So if you ever see me out there, like I said, someone saw my truck and tried to come in the gas station and found me. So it's kind of cool. He saw my truck and he pulled in and wanted to come say hi. So it's pretty neat, guys. So once again, thank you. Once again, I'm one of you guys. I'm not somebody special. I'm just like y'all, but somehow here I am trying to teach people how to fish, catch fish, and get better at fishing. If you're beginning to advance angler, that's what we're here to do. And then also go out there and serve our good Lord in Christ. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.